Hello there everyone and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Mania Legends. So today we are going to be hatching a brand new dragon. So last time we unlocked the Xylophone Dragon for completing tier 8 of the Playday solo event, and now we get to hatch this cute little guy. He's so adorable. I actually love him so much. But yes, the Xylophone Dragon is my favourite dragon from this event. So there are very few dragons that are musically inclined, but this trainer guesses you could say the Xylophone Dragon really knows how to carry a tune. Ugh. What spicy memeage we have right here, and we don't actually have any room for him, so let's go over here and sell our fire dragon, and then come back so we can actually put him into a habitat. But I have to say, I am so excited to see this dragon, and there we go, it's magical sparkles, and there we go. He has been collected. Wonderful. I love his little wooden, like, flippers. Oh my goodness. So we've got Baby Char right here. I have to say, it is kind of strange that he's like a fire type, or a fire element dragon, I should say, especially considering just how adorable he is. I mean, he's made of wood. I mean, it seems kind of weird that it'd be made of fire, but anyway, we will level up this cute little baby up to his adult form, just so that we can take a look at that as well. And we can see all the wood grains on his body as well, and apart from just his colourful back and his weird ears, you know, he is kind of plainish, and his eyes kind of terrifying, but I really like this dragon. Like, I really like him. I do like the block dragon as well, but I am very happy to be able to add this guy to our collection. And so, how are you doing in the event so far as well? I know there are a few people that have actually finished with tier 10 of the event and have the block dragon already in their hatchery and all that good stuff. But I am still going through tier 9 as we speak. We'll do a couple of dungeon fights today as well, just to get through some stuff. But before we head on over and do some of that, we do also have news on what the next dragon of the week's going to be. So if we head on over to the in-game news section, we've got who's stomping to Dragonlandia next week. Greetings, Dragon Lords. Can you guess who's going to be the next Dragon of the Week? Check out the Facebook page and happy hatching. And we can see the egg for the Golem Dragon right here. And as with every other Dragon of the Week, it's always the egg that's shown in the news section is the dragon that we're going to be getting. And if we head on over to the DML Facebook page as well, they do have a post about this. So greetings, do you want to know more about the dragon of next week? Click on the breeding den to see the egg. Guess in the comments who could possibly come to Dragonlandia, and happy hatching. And then they've done one of these spicy meme-ages, so click on the breeding den so we can't see the rest of the picture, and then we click on it, and then it shows the golem's egg down at the bottom. I do, you know, out of all the memes that there are, this is probably one of the best ones that they have on, like, Facebook, where you just click it and then it reveals more of the image. It's super simple, but, you know, it's of my taste, let's put it that way. We might as well collect these flying creatures while we're here. I mean, the longest part of this tier by far is the leveling up of dragons. As you can see, 18 out of 50. The other two are pretty much done. Obviously, the catching creatures it's not difficult, it's just kind of annoying when they're like on top of everything and you don't really want to have to deal with them. But apart from that, you know, super simple, and this will be done really soon. But we do need to do 2 more of our dungeon fights to finish off this section as well. So these are the correct dragons, so let's go. And I have to say, I do expect us to finish the event like I said yesterday, or like earlier today for you, but at the same time, if anything does pop up, then it probably is going to be pretty difficult for me to like be around often enough to actually win the block dragon, because like unexpected things as per usual have cropped up again. And like next week I think I'm working about 50 hours, and then I obviously have this stuff to do, and I actually want to live my life and not just work constantly, so it is going to be a busy week next week. And then the week after that is my birthday, and I'm going to be in London for a couple of days, so I won't actually be home. So I don't know what's going to be happening with the video schedule and stuff like that. Hopefully I'll manage to find something to pre-record so that I can just upload it on the day. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see. It'll be another one of those things where I'll just have to try and come up with something and just hope to goodness gracious that I can get enough of it for like a 3-day period. Oh well, you know, we'll deal with that when it comes to it, but there are dungeon fights done, so we are 8 out of 8 for that, so we don't have to worry about it. Just a few more catching creatures, and then like a day's worth of bloody leveling up to go, and then we will be finito. And I'm not sure what is actually going on with the event, but unfortunately it seems like a lot of people are getting a bug where the event just isn't appearing for them anymore, so I hope that gets fixed for you. And there is actually another thing going on at the moment on top of everything else. There is a special promotion going on for the Cauldron, so you can see that there's a third option here called Seasonal Cauldron, card 6, and it costs 100 gems, and you get high rarity cards out of it. So if you're someone that does use the potions quite often in the Enchantment League, or you want to sort of stock up on them in case you ever want to go for the sumo one day, then, you know, it's probably definitely worth it to buy that little bundle there, or at least a couple of them, just to see how it goes. I mean, if they're saying that they're high rarity cards, I'm gonna guess that you're gonna, like, at least get an epic card out of each one that you open up, like, minimum. And let's be honest, some of the legendary cards and epic cards or potions that you can get for the Enchantment League are busted. Like, absolutely busted. Like, there's the one that just instantly kills an opponent's defender. I remember when I used that just to, like, sort of try it out. I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. And little did I know that I would never get another one of those ever again. I mean, I assumed that it'd be rare, but I didn't think that it would just literally never ever be seen again. I guess that's what I get for just wasting all of my potions on pointless stuff. I think that's pretty much the moral of the story, though. Just don't waste things. Don't do what I do in DML, basically. I feel myself saying that more and more often these days. Oh, feels bad. No. You know, well, we've done our 2 dungeon fights. We need to do our enchantment fights for today as well, obviously. And my nose is back to its old troublesome self like it was about a week ago. Where there's just explosions and death and horridness everywhere. Ugh, I am struggling with this. It's like so difficult to talk when your nose is blocked, it's just awful. We did get a couple of shadow there, not too bad, but apart from that, that chest sucked. Sucked major donkey butt. Literally. Apart from that, it was just, like, useless. Nose, I am going to have a serious talking to you in a moment. Ugh. But anyway, on top of everything else that's been going on and how busy I am, tomorrow I'm actually planning on going out to buy a brand new phone, because some of you probably already know, but the current phone I have was like a £100 awful phone that I bought from Asda, and it's a bad phone, okay? And since I fell down the other day, I fell down face first with my phone in my hand, so when I fell on the floor, my phone screen was basically used as the stabilizer for my fall. So you can imagine that there are a lot of cracks in my phone now. So I definitely need to get that replaced, which is why I'm going out tomorrow. I'm probably going to end up getting a Samsung Galaxy S7. The S8 is just like super expensive, and the S7's gone down in price now. So I think it's like good timing to go and buy a new phone. And plus, then I'll actually be able to use things like Twitter, like Facebook, like Instagram, and all those other social media outlets, because on this phone, I literally don't have space for the apps, so I can't even use them. And I need WhatsApp for many reasons, mostly work. and just stuff like that. I can barely even run on that device. Maybe I could set up an Android DML account. I did try that on my phone, and the game was so laggy, I had to uninstall it. And it was like making my phone overheat, and it was dreadful. So I'm hoping that with the upgrades to my technology that I've been doing recently and my setup, hopefully we are setting ourselves up for greatness. And just so I can interact easier in general. Oh, I can download Discord on my phone as well if I get a new one. So that should be pretty good as well. Because then I can actually use Discord at a time when I'm not just at home, which is like perfect. Because most people seem to be online when I'm like at work. Figures, really. As soon as I come home, it's like no one's even alive. So, ugh. But yeah, I can't wait for it. Even though it's probably going to be like £400 to £500 a minimum for this new phone. I think it's going to be worth it. As long as I don't fall and crack it again, I'll make sure I buy a nice thick case. Don't worry, that is also on the agenda of things to buy. Because I don't trust myself. I don't trust my awful body anymore. I always end up falling down and like breaking things and fracturing my toes in my... I was going to say my toes in my foot, but I think it's pretty obvious where my toes are. It's not like they're in my nose, is it? My toes, my nose blows like San Antonio's kebab shop. I don't know. Look, I'm not a rapper. I don't claim to be one. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not, okay? My kebab shop rap has ended in failure for today. I know. You could say my rap isn't fire, my tunes aren't lit, but I will forever hold you in contempt. I also don't know what I'm blabbering on about, honestly. I'm just trying to get through the day. My nose is making me suffer. I'm annoyed. I'm in pain. Can't believe I have to work like 50 hours next week. I only just found out as well, and it's like Friday. It's like, oh, happy Friday! I hope you know that you're going to be working an insane amount of hours on top of everything else that you have to do. Wonderful! Fantastic. Just brilliant. Give me more of that. I love having absolutely nothing else to do but work. Ah, Jesus Christ. But, for now, I am going to collect the gold that we can. If we can actually collect enough of it. I've done the same thing again where I collect all of the gold using the gold vault, but then I can actually get a clan quest done with it. So we will do the slow and steady approach like that. Wonderful. There we go, we'll claim that. And the clan quest will be starting up in 2 days as well. Just make sure you don't forget about that, so you actually remember that there's stuff to do if you are a part of a like competitive clan, as is good because we don't really care that much, but you know, it is what it is. But for now, I am going to say thank you very much for watching. Good luck with all of your event progress. Look forward to the Golem being the Dragon of the Week again. And until next time, I will see you then.